Hi, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell. This is the driver's side. Real drivers, real talk. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to see if I can get this shared out myself. So as people come up in here, you know how that works. I hope everybody's having a good evening. I hope everybody's feeling safe and everybody's family's okay. You guys are okay. That's what I want to say First of all, it's crazy the way things are going. You know, you're okay. That's what I want to say first of all. You know, Okay, so we got a few people up in here. What's going on, Danny Quails? Okay, good. I got comments right here. I can see them too. All right, guys, what's going on? Hi, Danon. How are you, brother? Harold, how are you? Paul Mercer, how are you? Uh, Tommy Lambert, how are you? Michael Paul, how are you? Anderson McLean, how are you? Sheila, hi, I love you. Eric, hi, how are you? Leland Schmidt, hi, everybody. Hey, guys, remember, please like and share into your groups because, well, you know me, I can't. I'm restricted until like January. They got me in, I can't like or share in groups till like January or something like that. So it's highly appreciated if you like and share into your groups. This is the driver's side, real drivers, real talk. It's Sunday, and I just wanted to check in with drivers again. It's kind of a free form tonight. I'm hoping to get you guys get as many shares as we can so I can see some comments and we get some comments and see where you guys are at as drivers. Because I know that the president today, as it says down below, has announced the stay-at-home is suggesting it to extend till April 30th. And that's pretty crazy. I mean, our numbers are going through the roof. We're up to 900 in a week. We started with 50 and now we're at 900 in a week in our county, not in Nevada, just in our county. We have 10 deaths in our county. It's crazy what's going on. I want to say a special thank you to all you guys, all you truck drivers out there that are out there in today's industry and what's going on out there today. Thank you. Thank you for being out there, for choosing to be out there. And the reason why I want to go live tonight is to see if you guys are feeling safe, if anything's being put into place by you drivers. How do you feel about this? How is this going to affect the industry? I know some of my personal friends that are heavy haulers, it's affected them. And my prayers are with them because they're scrambling every week to keep their fleet going in the oversized department. And because they're based out of Las Vegas, and Las Vegas is completely dead as far as anything goes. These docks will be empty for a while. And that's the sad part. I know that doctors, nurses, they are being pushed to the limit. They are having issues with medical supplies, just masks, gloves, all that. They're having to recycle stuff. It's crazy how that's happening. Regulations are being lifted, like hours of service. I get that. And it's because they have to lift them in a time like this. And it's sad that the drivers are being highlighted right now and that it had to be brought into light during this pandemic and during this issue that's going on within our world. They've lifted regulations in hospitals too, not just the trucking industry. They're building hospitals on soccer fields in Washington. They are docking. The Naval Hospital is docked in LA. The Naval Hospital is docked in New York. Regulations have been lifted across the board for doctors. They can treat anybody across any state lines. None of that's in place, right? Because they don't have a choice. That's what that is. And I mean, the fact that our doctors and nurses and our medical field is having issues just with PPE is sad. It's crazy. If we're not hearing our president, he's pushing these masks, these respirators, all that needs to be, it's being vamped up and it's not getting out fast enough. It's really sad. Let me say hi to, a few more people. Hi, Valerie Ding. Hi, Linda. How are you? Congress approved the biggest stimulus bill in American history the stimulus, I just saw it come across. The stimulus package has been approved. What are you guys seeing? I mean, is anything being put in place for your safety? Are you guys feeling like you're vulnerable in times like this? That's why I was asking to like and share to find out actually what's going on within the industry. It's crazy that these regulations are being lifted in all these areas, all of them. between medical, trucking. It's just bananas. And it's sad actually because it's why it had to be done. What is your opinion, Wayne, on when this is all over? How long? Okay, my opinion on it. I'm glad you asked that. My opinion on this is that the American trucker will continue to be appreciated, but I think the American people in a whole are going to be tired of the way the medical industry, healthcare. A lot of people that have been laid off that then have their insurance taken away, and then they say they have to go through the rehire process when they go back, and they've taken their vacation time away. That have worked years. So I'm kind of I'm mixed with where this is going to end up as far as a whole, because the trucking industry definitely needs the American people to help them with regulations when this is over, because they are highly regulated, just like the medical field, just like our healthcare, just like casinos, just like alcohol industry. Everything's regulated by that is being affected. So where that's going to end up, I really I'm hoping that it ends up better for the people. That's what I'm hoping for in a whole, because in a whole, as people were hurting, let me see. All right. So I hope I gave you somewhat of an answer there. Let me go. Let me go to TJ Stewart. It's crazy, brother, but we'll get through it with a stronghold. I think we will. I agree with you, TJ. And I kind of wanted to ask this tonight. How do you guys feel our president's doing? But I do feel like we are going to go through that. We got to hit our peak, because the president said tonight we haven't hit our peak yet. But once we hit this peak and we start on that downfall, we're going to come out stronger than ever. I personally think from the moves that are being made, not just by the federal government, but also state governments that are being made, is that we'll be able to hopefully bounce back to this in a whole pretty good, so that is what I feel about that. I'm gonna touch on this, and I'm gonna give Sean Mitchell a shout out tonight, because you guys did great tonight. You guys had a good show. You guys had God, what's his name? Oh God, I forgot his name. That's Leland. I want to say Leland. You had the young kid Miller on tonight. God, what's his name? I can't think of his name now. Man, what's his name? Sean. God, it drew a blank. He's the kid feeding the truckers lunches. What is his name? Man, what's his name, Sean? Logan Miller. That's his name. His name is Logan Miller, out of West Virginia. The Truckers Independent Broadcasting, they actually had him on tonight, and I thought that was neat. That kid really touched my heart, let alone millions of truck drivers and millions of Americans. So shout out to them for doing that tonight. I thought that was neat. I really did. So, but I hope I answered that question. Let's see here. Okay, Michael Paul, not really anything in place but scrub and gloves. So, what's being? Are you guys seeing anything put in place, honey? I'm sorry, I'm reading both, so I'll go with yours next time, honey. Are you guys seeing? Back to what I was saying, is you guys seeing anything in place for truckers' safety? I mean, is anybody put? I haven't seen anything from the FMCSA or anybody in regards of safety for truck drivers. Because I know if this hits that industry and truckers start getting sick, it's going to be an issue. I know we got military to help out, but they're busy with medical right now, So I hope that somebody's thinking of the trucking industry for safety and protecting these people. I really do. I really, really do. So, okay. Yeah, Logan, he is a good kid, Sean. Yeah, so. All right. So, hi, Donna. How are you? I think our president's doing a fantastic job. The moves that I've seen him make, I'm not a political person. I don't put my politics. I try not to put politics. I try not to speak on politics, because I was raised to keep my politics and my religion at home. But as far as what I'm seeing from my president, today. I feel like he's the first president that's ever made a move on anything like this. We've had the swine flu, we've had the bird flu, all that, and we never saw anything really. I've never seen anything like this done for something like this, and this is major because the numbers are just jumping through the roof. So I personally think the president's doing a decent job. Is doing a good job. I just hope that. Here's what I don't want to keep hearing about companies and corporations that need help. I want to hear more about the American people needing help, getting assistance. I get the stimulus and stuff like that, and I get corporations need help from governments to continue to keep people employed and need, stuff like that. And that's what bailouts and stuff are for. But I think the people need a bailout, and it's not a stimulus package. It's just better for the people in whole, like the trucking industry, like, the people that have been laid off and all these corporations that have stripped them of their vacation time and their insurance in a pandemic. That's just not okay. It's really not. I mean, has anybody tried to afford Cobra or healthcare? I mean, Cobra's like $600 a month. Really, who can afford it? Seriously. I mean, I want to see us come out on top in a whole and kill this, not just this virus, but also kill the suppression of a lot of areas of people. If you want my personal opinion, a lot of people are very highly regulated, and a lot of people are held back in a lot of areas they shouldn't be. So I'm going to bring up a topic. Okay, Americold has paperwork you have to fill out when picking up or delivery. Is it something new, Daryl? Is that something new, Daryl Martin? Is that something new that Americold's doing? Because the only thing I've ever had to give Americold when I was picking up at a dock was my phone number. So hours later they can call me and tell me when my dock was ready. I hated Americold. Sorry. Is that something new, Daryl? And what is it, Daryl? And if you can't get a picture of it, Daryl, show us. I know you're good about putting stuff out in the industry that's useful. So Chris Constantine, haven't had any safety issues. I'm completely self-sufficient. I only eat and prepare my own meals in the truck. And, I know a lot of drivers are complaining about not having a place to eat or a restaurant and stuff like that. I mean, that really sucks, and I know that. But the thing is what's going on, and nothing's ever happened like this. And some places are having trouble having staff get to places to even man to cater to you guys. But in the past week, I saw a lot of the general American public step up, like Logan, people in rest areas, sandwiches for semis. There's a lot being stepped up and put in place for the driver as far as that goes. But I do suggest that drivers should. The ones that don't cook in their trucks and don't carry stuff to be prepared, to take care of themselves in a truck and be self-sufficient, should really learn from something like this. Because like I said, when I was trained, you made sure you had something to last you at least a week or two. Backup stuff. All right, so let me see here. So here's what I wanted to bring up. I'll get to your comments here in a minute. I'll get to more comments here in a minute. But I wanted to bring up this because I know this. I want to bank on this 100%, and it kind of worries me. The one thing that does bother me about the federal government and what they've done recently is push the training bill back. They know that training is an issue within this industry, and it's a major issue within this industry. It's the number one issue besides it. It trumps everything. As far as I'm concerned, because that's people going out there and not being trained right, killing people, and it's very, very preventable. Just like they're supposed to teach you how to maintain preventable accidents and the difference between a preventable and an unpreventable accident. But what I'm going to bring up here is last time our economy took a very hard hit in 2008 when the bottom fell out, housing and all that. The trucking industry was flooded with applicants, and those mills were recruiting like crazy. So I don't know what's going on right now, because I know, with classes and stuff like that, with the crowds of people, they can't. I don't think they can have those right now. But when this is over, and the people that have been affected by this and have lost their jobs, do you guys think that? Do you drivers feel that, or think that the recruiting tactics of be the heartbeat of America, be a truck driver, you'll survive through all the times it doesn't rain or good times, bad times, you're the heartbeat of America. Do you think that trucking companies are going to really push that to recruit more into this industry and claim the driver shortage opposed to the quality driver shortage? That's my worry. When this is over, to the gentleman that asked me about this when it's over, that's another big worry about for me when this is over, is the lack of training that's involved that goes on in this industry, on top of the fact that that bill was pushed back and now we're going to face an economical crisis, and that this industry thrives. There's companies in this industry, corporations in this industry that thrive on people that are vulnerable in hard times, to become a truck driver and don't really give them the full deal on what being a truck driver is. And that's my big concern. And I hope, that something happens to where that training bill should have never been pushed back. My personal opinion, I want to say, I don't care about shower service. I care about the training. And that bill that was pushed back, with the government knowing how many people are killed out here by the lack of training. And they go, let's just push that bill back. We let more people get killed during this process while we push that bill. It's just, that's not okay. Okay, if they're not carrying food, okay, hold on, John. Okay, Leland's like going off on my Facebook or something. Leland, huh? I'm live, bro. I don't know if you're in here. So keep food in my fridge, even if it's just mincemeat. Okay, so right, so I'm gonna go. I brought up the fact that I asked you guys if you think that big mega companies are going to thrive on recruiting or go hard on recruiting and pulling people in after this happens, when we hit this economical crash. So I'm hoping that you guys will comment on that. Tim Keenan, I know I need to get you your shirt. I got it. It's still here. I send me your address again. I got bombarded with messages, and I know you sent it, and now it's so buried. So please resend me your message, Tim. So let me see what John says here, because Chris Constantine agrees with him. Let's go back. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Mike Mobley. Daryl Martin. Okay, yes, they wanted. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Daryl Martin. Yes, they wanted to know if you have been where you have been in the last week. There they go. It's the news. Okay, sorry, I interrupted that helicopter. Daryl Martin says, in regards to his last comment about America Code making you fill out paperwork, it says, yes, America Code wants to know where you have been in the last week. If you have been sick or a fever or had a fever, or if you were in contact with anyone with the virus. And that's becoming standard. It's becoming very standard across the board, Daryl. I think that type of letter is becoming standard now. I worry about the industry. I worry about drivers getting sick because, let's not bullcrap each other here, guys. There's drivers that don't take pride in their hygiene, and there's drivers out there that are very, very. They have a lack of just cleanliness, and there's areas where drivers have to be held up and be put in. It's almost like being penned like cattle in areas to where they don't have a choice, and they're not the cleanest, and that's what bothers me, and that's what worries me, is that nothing's being put in place. I mean, right, they're worried about where you've been for their facility, not for your safety, though. That's, way to do that. I'll go out and drive until they start hours of service again. I'll go out and drive until they start hours of service again. I believe Harold's a retired driver. I don't know. Are you still in the seat, Harold? I don't think you're in the seat, Harold. I don't think you are. But I love your quarantine, stay at home, team quarantine. I like that, Harold. I'm very happy about the people that are taking part in trying to make us better as a whole. All right. Let me go back to John here. John Herdrich. If they are not carrying food with them, they are not very smart to begin with. Well, I want to agree with you, John. Okay. So I do. I really do. And that goes back to training. Seriously. I always had a crap ton of canned goods under my bunk, and I didn't even need a microwave. That bunk heater, put that can on top of that, so make you get warm like that. I mean, there was plenty of ways of doing it. Now I'm seeing Leland. Leland's in the watch party. He's not on the live feed. Hi, Leland. How are you? I hope you and your wife are doing good. So I'm gonna go to the watch party. Leland, you're the only one in there. Can't wait. Wash clothes at Bossman's at Grand Island. Really? Wow. That's and I'm seeing a lot of that. Are you guys having issues finding places to actually do your laundry? Because I'm guaranteed, and that's not okay. Because if you guys are out there and you should have the right and the access to whatever you need to stay healthy, clean, and a good and a safe environment is where I'm at with that. But I'm hoping that something gets put in place for you drivers soon, because it's not they're talking April 30th. April 30th. You know, it blows me away how things are. It really is. You know what? There's a guy in this watch party, and his name's Sherman. Sherman, I believe you made a post in the driver's side tonight. That was really, 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 really cool. I appreciate that. I know I see your icon down here, and that it meant a lot to me when I read that. It really did. So I appreciate that. I really do. Let me get back to the live feed. Okay, there we go. So now I'm back here with you guys. I don't even trust truck stop showers. Daryl, what? 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 Look, if I'm not, and if you don't have shower shoes, I don't suggest you use that shower. Period. Period. Because you'll take something back to that truck you didn't have before. I'll tell you that right now. Right now. And that's what I mean. I never look. I carried my own towels. I carried I had aqua socks, and I changed those out every week. I would get them online every week. I changed those out. Man, you're right. You're right. Man, that's crazy. They just locked down Iowa. In what way, Robert? How did they lock down Iowa? Because I know borders are still open. I know that the president was talking about closing borders to like New York and stuff like that, but then he pulled back and said no, that was going to happen. Are we close to? Do you guys feel like we're close to martial law? I mean, does anybody see that? I'm tripping on Oregon. Okay, I'm tripping. I'm a little confused on Oregon. They don't got many cases, and they're sandwiched between Washington and California. My mother-in-law lives up there, and I love you, Mom Sandy. And man, they, oof, they don't have many cases opposed to us. We got 10 deaths just in our county, and 900 cases just in our county. But okay, there are a lot of certain drivers in dry bulk that staying clean is not on their mind. All right, well, as far as that goes, I know that the Blue Beacon is open. It's open in Vegas, and I'm pretty sure the Blue Beacon's open across the country. You can get your trailer washed out still. So, look, the cleanliness of some drivers is just not okay. It's not. The lack of cleanliness, I mean, is not okay. I'll say that. So, all right, Tim, I have Clorox spray, and I spray everything down in the shower room. I actually never did that, but that's actually a good idea. I know they have the Clorox wipes and stuff like that I carried in my truck because it's something with Trump. I carried Clorox wipe with me because I slip seated a lot in the oil field, and I would wipe that truck down, and I carried a sanitizer that I would spray my truck down with every time I started my shift. But that's actually a good idea to actually carry a can of Lysol. But I think Lysol, if people are having trouble getting Lysol, paper towels, and toilet paper, man, you don't think martial law will go into effect, Freddie? I'm hoping it don't, but I'm also hoping that people start listening, because I was out in Vegas yesterday around, and it was packed. I mean, traffic everywhere. It was crazy. So I'm hoping that it doesn't come to martial law. But I don't. I thought we actually were going to go into martial law. I actually thought, me, I jumped. Oh my God, we're going into martial law, right? But I don't know. I think they'll go state by state first. I think they'll quarantine they'll lock those heavily populated states down first. Um, all right. Just wear flip flops and swimming trunks. That's how I did it when I showered out on the road, right? See? Governor said we are not to go anywhere but the store and work. Um, that's been suggested by our governor. We don't have a stay in home. We don't have a stay in order. We don't have a shelter. Is it shelter order? Seek shelter order or something like that. There's an order that certain uh, states are doing, but we don't have a curfew. We don't have. We are all our businesses are closed. All the gaming is closed. All the casinos are closed. The only thing open are stores, grocery stores, and like the Home Depot stuff to where you need things, and that's the only thing that's available to us at the moment. Okay, Daryl. Yes. Okay. See, Blue Beacon sent out an email. They are cutting back on personnel. So check with location. Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that. That's a good thing, and I know the Vegas one's open. That's why it's important that I get to you guys because I can't speak for the rest of it. I know Vegas is open, but Leland, I can't. You're in the watch party, Leland. I'm over here on my live feed. I can't do both, brother. So there are a lot of people not listening in here listening on the East Coast, shelter in place. I mean, my cousin Vinny, he said, and he's in California. He said they just closed the beaches like 2 days ago, and he also said, I don't know how true this is, but my cousin's pretty good about getting his information that they released like 2,700 prisoners and that they're not really arresting anybody right now in LA and in California. Is what my cousin said is what's going around there. I haven't seen any reports on it or anything like that. That's just what my cousin we're talking about, but he's pretty good about it. You know, he's a boy. Me and him got into it. I love him. I love you, cousin Vinny. Yeah, I have a cousin Vinny. So seeing lots of people on Facebook having cookouts. They are going to hold this up. Yeah, you know, what my neighborhood did yesterday was really cool. I don't know if anybody caught it, but yesterday, my neighborhood had a parade. And what people did is they just came out to their driveways. They set up lawn chairs in their driveways. Nobody was close. And then everybody in that neighborhood with old cars, classic cars, they just cruised the streets. And it was really cool. I actually did a live video during it yesterday. So my community, they're really, you know, there's some parts that are really, 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 thank you, Daryl, I just got it, that are really taking, you know, participating in the social distancing, and then you got some that really aren't. Okay, so Chris, arrest people, push social distancing, and then arrest people and put them in holding cells. You're stupid for that, Chris. So Nevada strong. That's right. We are Nevada strong. We're Nevada stronger. We're Vegas strong. We're country strong, Harold, and that's what I'm concerned about, guys. Is where we're at as a country and stuff like that. What's going on, Mickey Vance? I hope everybody's like I said. Yeah, that's better, Leland. Man. So Dana Quails, Kansas released all non-violation offenders and anyone not sentenced. Right. So, because I heard that it's going rampant in some jails. I'm not sure. I don't try to watch too much outside of my president and the CDC and then my governor on what's going to happen in our state. You know, we like I said, we're seeing a lot of people. Like I saw a lot of people out yesterday, but we also have a lot of people participating in the social distancing and doing a great job at it. Me and my wife, we're home. I mean, I come out here and this is about it. She got pissed at me the other day because I shook a driver's hand on camera and I said it was worth it. She looked at me when I got home and she said, really? And she's right. People, I don't like it. This is a coffee. There it goes, right? Oh, boy. Okay, Wayne, I heard that he kills the virus. If that's true, we only need to make it till it gets warmer. You know what, Leland? I heard that you actually mentioned that to the wife tonight, Leland. That's a great comment because I heard the same thing, and we're looking at 80s next week. Come on, summer, right? If it's just heat, then everybody put their blow dryers out. So all you ladies, fire up them blow dryers. Let's heat this bastard up. Everybody turn the heaters on, open the window. But I heard the same thing. I heard that it doesn't survive, it doesn't do well in heat and warm climate, and that it thrives in the cold. As I'm sitting out in the cold, coughing. Can't wait for the COVID. It's over. It's over parties, right? I know, bro. That's a great comment, Chris, because I know Vegas is gonna have a hell of a get the hell out COVID-19 party. We're done with you. I know Vegas is gonna have a hell of a party. Vegas is always hot. Yeah, we're pretty cold right now, though. So, Eva Marie, how are you? Chris, I appreciate you. Steve Benton, Salt Lake City, 48. Yeah, it's cold, dude. It's chilly right now. It's a little chilly, but remember, guys, like and share your groups for us. My wife heard this, and I hope that we brought you something. I brought some pieces tonight. I think check in with you guys. But please, guys, seriously, what do you guys think? You guys think that after this over, the truck industry, that big Vegas can start recruiting like crazy and use that as for the heartbeat of America slogan all over again? Right? They really sell that. You know what I need to do, Wayne. Hey, you need to get your butt to Vegas. What's going on with your microphone? I don't know. Are we having audio issues? So, oh wait, I got something. Audio went out. Okay. I'm back. Is the audio bad? Are we better? Yep. I just lost half the viewers. All right, video's gone now. Yeah, I know, Chris. I'm back though. Poof, just like that. Look, guys, we're having issues. I don't know what's going on. Might be a signal. But hey, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you show the driver's side. Remember, guys, there's a lot of people out there that are running out the mouth. Do what's right for you. Do what's right for you. If you feel safe, if you don't feel safe, go home, please. And if you're not being treated properly and you're not being paid properly, find somewhere that you will, because you guys are everything to us. You're the heartbeat of America. You should be treated like the heartbeat of America. Remember, always keep that shine side up, rubber side down, and to make money in the trucking industry, keep your left door closed. Good night, everybody. Thank you, honey. I love you, Sheila.